Hello children, as you know that we are going through modern periodic table chapter, and we may call it topic, not chapter. So in this video I'm going to discuss about merits and demerits of modern periodic table, because these two are two of the most important questions which we will see in examination. So I'm going to explain about that thing. First thing we have learned about modern periodic table is that uh, this periodic table is based on atomic number of elements. It is arranged according to the increasing atomic number of the elements, right? You all knew that these are the groups, okay, and these are the periods, and rest details I have given you in my previous video. Now I am going to tell you all the merits of our this periodic table, but there is also demerits, that is drawbacks of this modern periodic table. So I am going to discuss about that thing. See, what are those things? First point I have written here: in modern periodic table, atomic number is the these are the merits, fine children. Atomic number is the fundamental property of the elements. So the position of element is governed by its electronic configuration. The group number of an element having up to 2 valence electrons is equal to the number of valence electrons. If more than 2 electrons are present as valence electrons of an element, then its group number will be equal to the number of valence electrons plus 10. But this rule is not applicable for transition metals. I will explain you this topic in detail about the valence and valence electron, and how you will decide which element is in which group with the help of valence electrons, okay? But with the help of this property, it is very easy that we can decide that without periodic table we can decide that this element will be at which place, in which group, and in which period, okay? I will show you that thing first. And the second point, periodicity in properties of elements is explained by their similar electronic configuration. Here you have to understand periodicity means after for first period, second period, third period, 1 2 and this third property of these two are same, then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 properties of these are, because they are in same group. So after a proper period we can see that properties match with each other, or characteristic of the elements of same group are similar, that we get with the help of modern periodic table. Then anomalies of Mendeleev's periodic table were explained by modern periodic table. As we have seen few drawbacks in Mendeleev's periodic table, all those problems were solved with the help of modern periodic table, except problem regarding hydrogen placement. Elements are arranged in increasing order of atomic number, so it is very easy to remember and reproduce. Position of isotopes is explained logically, because isotopes are those atoms of same element whose atomic number are same but atomic masses are different. So as there all the isotopes having same atomic number, so the place of all the isotopes will be at one place, okay? So like oxygen having 3 isotopes, so all the isotopes will be at one place, that is this place. But according to Mendeleev, that was based on atomic mass, so there must be 3 different places for all the oxygen, because their mass numbers are different. Mass number and atomic mass both are same thing. Next point, idea of subgroup has been discarded, as Mendeleev told us that for every group he said that in 1 2 3 there will be two groups, a b, and you have seen there is no relation between the subgroups, okay? So in modern periodic table there is no subgroups. Now we will see what are the demerits of modern periodic table. First thing, as I told you, hydrogen is still not at its proper place. Position of hydrogen at the top of alkali metals is not suitable, as it resembles halogens also in some of its properties and electronic configuration. When I will start hydrogen chapter, in that topic I will explain you why hydrogen is having two groups properties. See, hydrogen is showing the property of this group, that's why it is here, as well as hydrogen is showing this group property also, where you will see the halogens fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. That is because of the atomic number. I will explain it in my that topic when I will start hydrogen topic. Okay, second fault in our modern periodic table is that in modern periodic table helium is placed in group 18. Here is helium, okay, atomic number 2. So here it is placed in group 18 on the basis of its properties, whereas it resembles group 2 elements in electronic configuration. But when you will see, then it will show the electronic configuration similar to this group. So hydrogen and helium both are, why at its place, why not here, why not helium is here, why not hydrogen is here in this group, that is not explained till now, and I will tell you why it is not explained. Because helium is showing the property of this group as well as this group, so we can't keep one metal element at two places. That's why modern periodic table is not able to fit it at both the places. Similarly, hydrogen is showing property of this group as well as this group, so we can't keep same element at two places, so we are counting it as a fault or the limitation. Now third drawback was lanthanides and acetinides are not accommodated in the main body of the modern periodic table, as they are placed separately at the bottom of the periodic table. Somehow you can see these two elements, their actual places are here between 57 and 72 first line, and between 89 to 104 it should be written here inside the table, but still it is written separately, so we may count it as drawback of modern periodic table. So in this video, up to this one, children, bye bye.